Going on, everyone? So, welcome to my neighborhood. Let's see what's going on here. I go for a walk around my neighborhood. So, I like hanging out here. Ooh. One of my neighbors is moving out. Moving in. Oh, yeah, so new ride came in Disney World. It's the Cars. It goes with the old truck, and they did like a little show at Disney World. I was at Hollywood Studios, and the new show is about the Cars, and basically it's like a little slideshow, a movie, and it's like a little new area that came out. It's all right. It's not really fancy. That's something new. I did find out that they could open a new theme park for Universal Studios called Fantasy World, but we couldn't get a more original name. But apparently, the Mario Brothers is coming out on that part of the park, and also the what else is on there? The show is like double the size. It's about combined size of Universal Studios and Island Adventures. They're about the same size as both, or if not bigger. And they've got a new set of track. It's coming out like in 5 years, I believe. It takes about 2 years to move the earth with bulldozers and stuff, and like another 2 years to build it. So probably at least 5, maybe 6. Probably an additional theme park here in Orlando, which is probably, oh, let me check out my neighborhood. That's my neighborhood. Has a little water. I always get some fishies. So it's like a little bit different. So anyway, they came out with a new theme park at Universal Hollywood Studios, and they came out with so that was going to have Mario Land, and what was the other one? I think maybe Harry Potter, or another theme park with Harry Potter in it, might be coming out. But the Bilbo Kennel Bay, which is really good, it's one of my best water parks I've been to. So I think that one's going to do very well. Also, the what was the other one that's coming out? They didn't come out with all the plans, all the things, but were just rumored. I was watching the article. I know Mario Brothers is one. They might put another Harry Potter in there. Another kids area. And I think there's going to be less movies to watch. Part of the problem was with Universal, and I mentioned there's a lot of videos to watch. Screen watching. So less interaction. So they're going to probably maybe fix that in the next theme park with Universal and Island Adventures, which is going to be now Fantasy World. So they'll have at least 4. One, Volcano Bay is the third, and now Fantasy World. Trying to team up with Disney World or compete against Disney World. It'd be kind of hard, but supposedly that's what's happening. I'll give you my neighborhood. Anyway, so the next thing would be probably there was the Tron ride. It's coming out. Tron is supposed to come out, and I think in 2 years at Walt Disney World next to Magic Kingdom. So that's coming out probably somewhere in the near future of, I think, 2 years. That's what the news said. Guardians of the Galaxy is coming out in Epcot. Also, Ratatouille in Paris is coming. That's another new thing that's coming out. What was the other thing that's coming out? Oh, Sesame Street just came out at SeaWorld. Damn. There's a bigger. And it's still eating. I think they should stop eating. Anyway. So, SeaWorld is coming out with Sesame Street. It just came out a few days ago, which I'll have to check out pretty soon. Old gondola rides and the gondola rides are coming out at Hollywood Studios. Hollywood Studios, yeah, Hollywood Studios are the gondola rides, so it's connected to the hotels. And from the hotels, you can get directly to the thing. But I hope there's have air conditioning, because during the summers here in August, it is brutal. Let's see. Oh damn, look at the cars. Oh my god, that's all rusted out down there. There's the mom. Kind of weird. Alright. Yeah. Oh, big old tree. Squirrels. This other place is pretty nice. Oh, see what else is coming out. What was that? The donut shop over at City Walk. I forgot it was Creepy Donuts, or yeah, it was a donut shop. I forgot the name of it. Whoa! Another squirrel. There's squirrels all over the place. I'm gonna sit down for a little bit. Oh. So they came out with at Hollywood Studios. They're coming out with Star Wars Land too, to help up with the attendance. Because when Animal came out, it was Animal Kingdom and Hollywood Studios, the lowest attendance in both the parks. And now when they came Pandora, you know, ticket sales went up. And when they built Toy Story Land, tickets went up. And also now with Star Wars Land, they're already expanding the parking lot. And they changed the directions on the street, where it was my GPS could find it very easily. But now my GPS doesn't even find it. But now last night I updated my GPS map configs on it, and hopefully it'll make it easier to find it, because they keep on changing the roads and it didn't really help me. I have to use my phone for the map coordinates, but I didn't do it last time, because last time I got lost. I did like a big circle like twice, trying to follow the signs, and for some reason kept messing up. But that's okay. So anyway, so Ratatouille's coming up in Paris. But I like the desserts and wine there. And Disney Showcase is pretty cool. Let's see what else. Oh, I'll get up for a little bit, walk around. Oh, so what was a good thing to see? So my favorite rides at Disney World, I think Big Thunder Mountain is one of my favorites. I like that one. But I find which one's the sitting rides with air conditioning. Those are also my favorite, because when you start walking around a lot. So a good one is the Hall of Presidents. You get to sit down before, and you get to sit down during the show. So it's a good half hour, talking about even 45 minutes. You get to sit down and kind of relax a little bit in the air conditioning, get out of the hot sun. The other good one is sitting down is probably the transportation ride. Then Fantasyland? Or Tomorrowland, I think it's Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland, where you have the and that one's pretty good because you get to sit down, you get the air flowing. Anything that gets you out of the hot sun. You don't have to stand so much. All that standing in the lines makes you tired. Oh, there's got some shade here. So, one of the best rides I like the most in Disney World, I like the ferry for some reason. Didn't really like it too much when you take the ferry around Tom Sawyer's Island. Oh, another squirrel. Didn't like that one in the beginning, or even the walk around Tom Sawyer's Island. But it's starting to do that one. That one's like, it seems to be okay now. But the most concentrated of all the theme parks, all 16 of them, is Walt Disney World. Walt Disney World is the most concentration of all the theme parks available. But it needs like more upgrades and definitely needs more rides. If they expand the Walt Disney World Park, when they put in Tron, but they should try to expand outwards past Tron. You know, but then again, I'm not looking at the map overhead, but Disney World has so much land available. They could put a 5th park or even a 6th park, or even double the size of the existing ones. I know Disney World has so much land behind it available, or they can knock down a building or relocate a building, expand out, and put more rides there. You know, but I don't think they're willing to do that. Even though, like during Christmas time, they literally shut down the park because nobody can get in during Christmas Day. Everyone wants to go there during Christmas. It is the happiest place on the planet, where everyone else in Afghanistan and Iraq are all trying to kill each other, and all the Muslim countries trying to kill each other. But for some reason, Disney World packs them in, and they're all having fun. And every only place I know that you can get fireworks every night. And there's 5 water parks. So there's like 16 theme parks. So you got NASA, Walt Disney World, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom. Then you've got the 2 water parks, which is Blizzard Beach and Tidal Wave. And well, Blizzard Beach is more of an action one. But you gotta wait for the slides, but overall, it's okay. Then you got the other side, Adventures, Universal Studios, City Walk, and Volcano Bay. That's another 3. Downtown Disney. Then you got NASA. If you go to Busch Gardens, SeaWorld, Legoland. So Orlando, for some reason, is the mecca of all theme parks. Beats Las Vegas, or Las Vegas. All you guys are hotels, but it's 120, 130 degrees outside. You're just stuck hanging out in the hotels. I don't know why you want to live in Las Vegas. It's all the gambling, but you know, it's also the most depressing city to live in. Everybody loses all the fortune on the casinos. But Disney World is better. I think everyone appreciates Disney World better. But the water parks are the best. And also the, which I enjoy the most, the water parks. So the best time to do is to go to a theme park during the day, and in the mornings, where it's not so busy. And by 12 o'clock, you hit the water parks. By 12 o'clock, between 12 to 5, you're done with the water parks. After that, you eat dinner, and then you go back to the theme parks, like Universal Studios. My Pass kicks in at 4. And from 4 o'clock, I'm able to see Fast Pass, where like the Harry Potter much quicker, even though you still wait like a half hour for all the Harry Potter rides. Single rider would always work. The Men in Black single rider is the best one to do. The one I don't like too much is the Simpsons ride. For some reason, when I sit down in that chair or the booth of the car, that wooden box, it's really uncomfortable. So I always skip that one. E.T.'s fun. It's okay. What else is good at E.T.? E.T. What was that? The nighttime vision? Oh, there's no squirrel. Oh, it's probably the same squirrel. Lots of squirrels in this place. Running amok. So Jimmy Fallon's nighttime show, live stream. I don't know what it's called. You know, that one's okay. It's different feeling, but it kind of fits with the Universal Studios Mecca thing. I like the Hong Kong ride. Hong Kong is cool. I did the Popeyes raft, you know, the big circle thing. I did that one 9 times in a row. I got bored after 9. Apparently the record, when I was talking to the people that work there, the ones that ever did it was 25 times. I did it 25 times. So we got off, I got back on, I got off 25 times. So you pretty much wet 25 times. That was pretty interesting how they did that. Let's see. I don't like doing it by 4 o'clock. I don't want to get wet. You know, but you have to do the fast pass. If not, it's an hour wait. I just skip that one. You know, Jurassic Park, the new ride's coming out for that one. Harry Hingrat's ride's coming out, and that should be hitting pretty soon. And also what was a good thing? That was a birdie. Oh, I'll put it back out. There we go. So the Harry Potter ride is coming out there, which it's apparently you can ride the bikes. I think it's an outdoor ride. What else is good? I really like the Volcano Bay. Of all the water parks, the Volcano Bay is probably the best one. So the way that one works is that they give you a band. Okay, a lot of times when you do it at the Blizzard Beach, you always have to stand in line. You know, some lines are like half hour, hour long wait. You're standing outside in the beating sun, and eventually you get just tired and you just want to jump back in the water. You know, and then you just kind of like float around. But the one for Volcano Bay, so they give you a band. You say I want to do this one, and they give you a fast. It's kind of like a fast pass. When this ride's available, within like 5 minutes, you know, they tell you come back here in 45 minutes, come back at 2 o'clock, and that gives you the time to go do something else. So there's one ride, I don't know what it's called, but it's like a fast flow river, and they put a life preserver on you. And the life preserver, what that allows you to do is float. I didn't like it at first, but I kind of liked it afterwards. It allows you to float, and that float, it pushes you all the way around. And so that one kind of works out really well. It's probably one of the best ones, but I like looking at the Volcano Bay, the volcano one, which is kind of crazy to be looking at it, you know. And so they put the Volcano Bay up and the volcano, and it's beautiful to see. And they have a thing where the tidal waves are pushing out, and they start clapping, and every 10 minutes, oh, the waves coming out, and they start doing this, I don't know, clapping and dance type of thing. I don't know what it's called, but it's kind of weird. Anyway, so the Volcano Bay is pretty cool to watch and do. But that one allows you to get out 5 o'clock. By 5, you go back into the theme parks, Adventures theme parks, and after that you spend the whole day at the parks. It's the only place unique in all the United States is Orlando. It's got all the theme parks. I mean, it's got everything. So you have something to do 7 days a week, no matter raining, shining, and that's just the parks. And if you go back into Orlando itself, I mean, there's tons of the things. I did the pirate golf, and I kicked my sister's butt playing pirate golf, which I thought was pretty cool. And I played, you could do that for about 3 hours. So you do like in the morning, generally, because it's nice and cool in the mornings. And by the time the afternoon hits, you don't have to worry about it so much. So, yeah, when we're walking. So, that like the Pirates Golf, but then you got all the little mini things. They got a thing called the Holy Land here. I've never been to it. I'm just not into it. I guess you get spoiled with Universal and Disney World. There, it's like secondary or yawn. I've never been there. I seriously doubt it. NASA's alright. I like NASA, but you only can do NASA like once or twice a year. You know, it's kind of not much there actually. You can only do like a half a day. You just kind of get bored. You got the big movies and shows, but I do like the movie screens. The one in Houston, NASA has these huge, massive screen, and that's really cool to watch a space. Kind of like wish I had that in my living room. Oh, another squirrel. Well, it's the same squirrel. So anyway, my neighborhood. And pile. So the monorail, I like doing the monorail. You can sit down most of the time. Nice and air conditioning. I like that one. Goes to the hotel. One thing you could do, if you guys ever get bored in Orlando, is go to visit all the hotels. Now with the gondola ride, it would be easier. Once the gondola ride, we'll do it. I'm gonna start doing it. I'm gonna do like a live stream, and I'm just gonna live stream right from the gondola ride instead of going to each of the hotels. That'd be kind of crazy, but we ride the whole day just doing. Oh, I better have air conditioning. And if I do that, it's gonna be like first thing in the morning. And it was like live stream. Gondola ride. But you can pick it up at the Hollywood Studios, or they were testing the other day when I was there. They're playing, cornhole. Yeah, cornhole in my place. Play once in a while. Oh, one of the tricks for Disney World is to get a second annual pass. The reason why you get a second annual pass is that you get the fast passes. Instead of having 3 in one day, you get 6, which allows you to pretty much do everything at that stage. Because the one thing like at Epcot, it only gives you can't only do one fast pass for Frozen. There's like a premiere ride, and it doesn't allow you to do Soarin'. You're gonna do one or the other. You can't do both. But if you got a second annual pass, it allows you to do both. So my friend's got 2 annual passes, which is pretty awesome, I think. Snake? Oh wow, look at this dead snake. Guess it ran over a tire. Guess a car ran over it. It's my little neighborhood. This bike has always been tied up here. I don't even know ever since I moved in here, this bike has always been tied up here. So oh, it's like a little pond, little fishes. It's probably where all the mosquitoes come from. Oh, spiderweb, I guess. Yeah, spiderwebs. Yeah, that was what's that place called? South America. I'd probably be worried. Probably got a 20-foot spider there. Oh man. Anyway, so there's my little lake thing they have here. So you can see that. That's a kind of cool little lake. Oh, you got a bunch of little fish there too. Yeah, we can see that. Yeah, there you go. That's kind of cool. Alright. So, what was the other thing? Let's see. Walt Disney World. Okay, who has the best fireworks? Let's talk about that. Disney World and Universal Studios. Now, Disney World has a hands down beats Universal Studios at the end of night show. The castle, I really like that. I used to like the Epcot one. You know, because the countries light up, and I thought the world was cool and showing. But then lately, I've been watching Disney World's the castle, the Magic Kingdom one. And when I started watching the Magic Kingdom one, the fish are going crazy here. Let's see, they're trying to eat the leaf. Gotta eat that leaf. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, he was ready to eat something. I guess to eat the, maybe the algae, I guess, in the bottom of. Not much else to eat there. I don't think anybody else is feeding them bread or anything. So I went to fireworks. So the best fireworks is I used to like Epcot. So all four. You have four. Universal Studios got a fireworks. It's really tiny. But anyway, Disney World, hands down, I think they buy the most fireworks than anywhere in the world. So I don't know how they make them, but they definitely use the most because every single day is fireworks. No matter what, fireworks every night. Right at the end of night, 9:15, they figure out the 9:15 time is the best time for them. And so they build all the fireworks at 9:15. So that's probably one of the better things I've seen. Also, so you got Hollywood Studios. It's got the end night show, but it has two now. So they had, I haven't seen the Star Wars ones in a while, but they got the one Fantasmic. Fantasmic is pretty good. I like it still. It's come with all the characters, so forth. Animal Kingdom. Now, Animal Kingdom's, they created the new one with the pods that go out and the little flowers and stuff that, and show the animals and stuff. I think that's okay. And they got some fireworks, you know, but it's mostly quiet because they don't want to disturb the animals that have the safari in the back. So you can't have the explosions. It probably rattle their bones. Probably very disturbing to them. The one, yeah, Epcot and Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom has got hands down the best one. I love videotaping it. Even though YouTube like knocks me on the songs, but it's kind of retarded. There's only like, they show that thing probably they're watching it all at one time. You know, it's probably 300,000 people every day, you know, recording that or watching it, and then probably from that 100,000 are recording it every night. And they post it, where do they put it? On YouTube and stuff, places like that, on Facebook, and trying to get hit on copyright issues. And I think that's probably wrong, but probably should be eligible memory sharing or something like that. It'd probably be easier. But that's Disney's issue. And also merchandise. So who's got the most merchandise? So Universal Studios and Disney World. Disney World has their stuff on everything. It's like Kiss. When they post their Kiss stuff on everything, and everything is Kiss. You know, Walt Disney World, they put all the merchandise up. From t-shirts, hats, caps, gloves, to clothing, to memorabilia, paintings, hands down. Universal Studios didn't have that much. They just don't really do the merchandise that much stuff. Well, Disney World does a lot. Massive supply chain. So look at the fish. These fish. Yeah. Look at the fish. We definitely got fish here. There's a lizard. Yeah, a lizard right there. How cool is that? That big old thing that comes from his neck. Was it a gizzard or something? And he ran away. Yeah, he was out. The sun's beating down right on this spot, so I gotta move to somewhere else. That's less beating down. Find another chair or something like that. It's too hot. Oh, another squirrel. It's too hot right there. Got a boat ramp here and everything. Pretty cool. Authorized personnel only. Another squirrel. Lots of squirrels. When I was in DC, Washington DC, they had a lot of squirrels. And that place had tons and tons and tons of squirrels walking around. Where's this at? Yeah, summer's coming up quick. So the only problem is here it doesn't snow, which I think snow is worse than the heat, but driving through snow is bad. Maybe a football fan or something. American flag. Hey. Whoa. This place, more lizards. Oh, don't have a dog. GoPro. All right. Whoa. Oh, they have a chair out over here. Gotta get out of the sun. Maybe got a shady spot somewhere. That's something you don't see every day. Hey. So we'll see what else is good. That's a big lake there. I see more benches by a tree or something. Ooh. So another thing I saw at Disney World, which I kind of like, is the how to get the highest points. And let's see, how do you get the highest points at? Oh wait, look at this turtle. Yeah, big toroid there. I don't know if you can see that. There's so much glare. That big toroid there. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, so the cool thing is at Disney World, the highest points at the Buzz Lightyear. So Buzz Lightyear is a little trick. You can troll with all the YouTube videos, but it's when you first come in, and how you get those 999,999,000 points, max it out. You go the first thing you shoot is a mechanical arm on the left hand side, and that's how you get your each time you hit it, it's 100,000 points. And 100,000 points, so you hit it like 10 times, you hit 1,000. There's a bullseye on top, and then there's towards the middle of the ride, or towards the bottom of it's the lowest point. I forget, it was a mechanical creature there. Right towards the bottom is 100,000 points. You hit like twice. By then you should have 99 points plus everything else. But basically, those are the two main things to get the most maximum points up and loaded. So that is very useful to me, at least. When I go and I usually get the 99,000 points. I get tired squeezing the furnace. It's definitely nothing like squeezing the little thing. Hey, you know, they got a little shader. Hey, hang on the shade a little bit. Actually, I think I'm going to the other one. Give that 20 minutes. So you got the. So every time I come here, this car's window is always down. Man, you must have like some serious mold in that car. Okay, let's fix that. Whoa. Let's see that lizard again. Big trees they have here. Let's see. Big trees. Cross here, I suppose, or not. Oh, okay. I think we go back to that park bench over there on this side. It's what's shady. What else is good about Disney World? Oh, you can take the boats. They have little ferries back and forth from the hotels in Disney World, and they also have the same thing at Universal Studios and Island Adventures. I stayed at the Hard Rock one time. When I stayed at the Hard Rock, it's all inclusive. So you get the Universal Studios pass, and you get a fast pass, which is pretty cool. You know, so you're just vacationing, you don't need an annual pass. But to me, I'd rather be doing the fast pass. And 4 o'clock is okay, good enough. For that, I can go to Disney World in the afternoon, or go to Water Park in the morning, Blizzard Beach or something like that. at Disney World, you know, because it's the distance between Disney World and Universal, it's like 30 minutes. Now, that's driving time. That doesn't count when I actually leave the park. So, if you try to leave Walt Disney World around, well, at different times. So during the day, it's only a half hour. So when I'm at the castle, if I'm the castle or to the Hall of Cities part, that's only probably like a half hour between the monorail, get on the monorail. So one of the things I saw, so the transportation part. So go from the transportation to Disney World. Is probably, so you go from Disney World, get the tram, get on the monorail. It's about, when you leave, it's about a half hour. So from a half hour to a theme park, back to your car is about a half hour. So you travel from Disney World to Universal is an hour drive. Well, it's an hour, sometimes a little longer, because once you get in the parking garage, it's like an additional 10-15 minutes. You gotta park, get out, get into the thing, you got a city walk. So it's like almost an hour and a half by the time you get to one of the park entrances. So I would say the commute time is probably an hour and a half, realistically. And that's how much time you're burning up. I'm gonna sit on the park bench. Yeah, stuff again. Warm outside. A little doggy. So driving time from one park to another, it's about like an hour and a half, realistically. But then if you go to, how you doing?
Hi. Say hello.
Hey, this is hello. That's all right. Nothing wrong. So, realistically, driving time from there. Now coming back, so Universal to Disney World, it's the same hour and a half, but there's always traffic on the freeway. And it's no tolls, but it's a lot of traffic. So it's a letdown. I'm gonna take my shoes off. The other good thing about the Christmas time is worse. But if you go to International Drive, that's where all the restaurants, hotels are at. Lots of things to do. Every single restaurant that's out there is there. Which is kind of cool. You get the Pirate Golf, and you got a few, and you got of course, the big malls they have. But everything's different for everybody. Some of my favorite rides at Disney World is the Big Thunder Mountain. I like Disney World. Inside also Pirates Caribbean, Haunted Mansion. Sometimes I like climbing up the treehouse if my feet not hurting too much. Oh, they got a parrot one. That was cool. So the parrot one is right next to Pirates Caribbean, and the parrot, it's like you just sit down, you watch these talking parrots. What's good about it is it's air conditioning, you get to sit down. That's my favorite thing about that. And looking at the parrots is okay. I don't know what it's called, but Fiesta, parrot, whatever. But a good ride also is the Seven Dwarfs ride. But the Seven Dwarfs ride, the problem with it, it's people are just standing in the sun for literally 2.5 hours. It's like Slinky Dog or something, or Pandora, Flight of Pandora Passage. The Flight of Pandora Passage is like, you're talking about 2.5 hours, 3-hour wait time. Can't do it. Can't do the 3-hour wait time. Can't stand still for 3.5 hours. The best time to do it, without a doubt, is at go there around. So the park closes at, say the park closes at 9. You get there 8:59, and the entrance of the ride fly pass is not in the park, but 7:59. So they have to accept you at 7:50 or 8:59. And so one of the tricks I figured out, I get a fast pass for the riverboat ride. Let's say at, it's 7:30, or was it 8:30, 8:15 or something like that. I hang out in Pandora Land and just kind of hang out, look at night, because it's beautiful at night to see. Pandora Land at night is beautiful to see. So one of the things I did is when I went there, I would go to Pandora Line and I would do that. And get on the ride. It's about 45-minute wait, because what happens is at 8:59 they stop accepting fast passes. When they stop accepting fast passes, you only got one line to deal with, so the line goes much faster. So the line at 8:59 is a lot less. At 7, people will go there, at 7 in the morning. They're the first ones at the crack of dawn, but the problem is you're not the first. It's just like, there's already 200 people there. It's already a 3-hour line wait. No. The other way to do it is around to get the VIP. So you can pay $250 and get VIP, but it's on top already of your pass, which is not too cool. But hey, you're coming from Germany, you're flying in. That's probably all right. Pandora Line, and I find that that Fly Passes is the best ride. I got that tip. I was talking to one of the Wizarding Wand at Harry Potter ride, or the Wizarding Wand show, and because you got time just to kill there, it says, this guy's from South Carolina. I go, well, I live here. I'm a local. And so when I told my local, that's what I'm trying, with the trips to go to was the best ride. I go Fly Passage, and I told him that trick about getting there at 8:59, and that's the only way to get on that ride. If not, you gotta wait 3 hours. I mean, I just not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna wait 3.5 hours to go in there and wait for the Fly Passage. Not gonna happen. So I don't find that one too interesting to do. Oh, look at that. 7:30. So one of the things I do like to do, the afternoons in Disney World, 12 o'clock, the black concrete, it's too hot. You die in the heat. You get a heat stroke. You're drinking water all the time, just unpleasant. So to get around it, I just go in the morning. When I first get there, 8 in the morning opens up, or 9 o'clock in the morning. And then from there, I'll hit I won't do Seven Dwarfs ride unless I get a fast pass, which is very, very rare that I get a fast pass for Seven Dwarfs ride. But if I do, I'll do that one. But in the afternoon, I just go to the water parks. I find the water parks the best choice overall. And the other thing is probably to do so what else is a good ride to do? I like Tom Sawyer Land. It's kind of true, but Haunted Mansion I like. I've never been inside of it. I like that one ride. Pirates of the Caribbean, Haunted Mansion, Small World After All, I like that one. Fantasia, I've seen it too many times, kind of bored watching that movie. Hall of Presidents still like watching that. I don't watch it all the time, but man, it's got sitting down, air conditioning, you're out of the heat. The little Muppet Show they have also is pretty cool. They also have, I think, what else do they have? What else is really cool to see? Oh, the resort. So I went to animation. So at the time, my ex-girlfriend got a hotel room at the animation hotel resort. And it's really cool just to walk around and see all the exhibits and the decorations they have. And they're massive, huge, from like the pools, just the way it's done. It's totally Disney style. Makes you want to stay there. Rooms are like $250, $300 a night. But got the cash. It's worth doing. The other thing probably I like to do is also the what else is good there? Laugh-A-Lon, I like that one. Get to sit down, air conditioning. Minion Ride. It's okay sometimes, but sometimes I just don't want to be jumping up and down. I stopped doing Shrek. I got this tired doing Shrek. So Shrek was out. And The Simpsons Ride, I don't like doing that one either. Put that back. So I don't like doing The Simpsons either. Transformers cool. I like that ride. Hong Kong, King Kong. Oh, I like going to Cat in the Hat. I like the Cat in the Hat ride. And I like the one that you do upstairs. When you can't video because all they do is watch you videotape, from the second floor. They don't let you do it. Actually, all Universal and all Adventures, they don't let you videotape nothing. I can barely walk around the Harry Potter area to video with my cell phone, but then it would hit me with copyright stuff. Anyway, so I don't like doing that one too much. I do like start going back. I like City Walk. A little expensive, $20 a plate. Disney World, it's $20. They give you like a little discount at the at Universal Studios when you show you have a premium pass, but Disney World doesn't do it. They only give you the discount is at Downtown Disney. Actually, when you dinner there, you get a discount there, but so of course it's what, 3%, 4% discount, whatever. SeaWorld I haven't gone in a while, but now I'm a permanent resident. I'm going to go to SeaWorld. Probably get an annual pass for SeaWorld. Haven't gone to Aquatica. That's the only water park I really haven't gone to. Because you already go to like 3, but I think Volcano Bay is the best anyway. The videos I saw on YouTube for Aquatica, it's like so. Because SeaWorld doesn't have that much money. Nobody really cares about fish or something. But everybody loves Ariel or Frozen ride. Frozen ride's cool, but everybody loves Frozen. Let's see what else. Green Machine. Looks like a weird little car. I don't think he'll drive that if I didn't have to. I'll make the old milk machines or some ice cream machines. Another bench. Anyway, this place is pretty nice. Nice for a little apartment place. It's like a little Geo Metro, I guess. Must be cheap to drive. Let's get across here. So my neighbors are moving out. Looks like, or moving in. It's empty, so imagine they're moving out. Moving in. Imagine they're moving out. It's taking a long time. Yeah, like an army of movers.
Do you know how to inventory? You know.
So, hey, okay. This is not inventory. Oh, there's a rabbit here. It comes all the time. See a rabbit here once in a while. I guess he lives in those thick bushes. Somebody's bunny rabbit. Oh, well, that's my neighbor. He's moving out. I might need to switch that out. Oh, I'm gonna end this. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.